And here we go.
Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living in your traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest. Every corner of this all to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
What's going on, my friends? Mr. Nomad Ben here. Today's adventure, I am at Old Stone Church Museum here in Ringgold, Georgia. So, unfortunately, the church itself is closed, and I do plan on coming back when the church is actually open so I can go inside and see what it looks like. But for now, there's plenty of history just around the building, so why don't we just go walk around and see what this church is all about. And here we go. So here's the church, right over there. And you walk to the bridge to get closer to the church. So here's some information at the entrance of the church. This was also a Catoosa station. I'll leave a pause if you want to read, but just kind of sum things up. A railroad was built alongside over here. Organized in 1837, the Chickamauga Presbyterian Church, commonly called the Old Stone Church, was a landmark in the Ringgold area at the time of the war. There's General James Longstreet. The coming of the Western and Atlantic Railroad and the construction of the impressive stone deposit in 1849 had a great influence on the growing economy of Ringgold and the surrounding area. A second station or platform was constructed just south of the gap named Catoosa Station to serve nearby summer resorts of Catoosa Springs and Cherokee Springs. And here's the map. So obviously I'm not going to read everything that we see on each sign that we pass, but just thousands of troops have passed through this area on the way to the big battle of Chickamauga, which is all the way out in Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia. And eventually we're going to go over to that battlefield and we'll check out some old-timey cannons and some old guns in the old gun museum. But a lot of intensity happened around that area, and it was a Union win. So if you are from the north like I am, we won that battle. I hate to give you a spoiler alert, but we're going to go over there another time. But just as one of the many locations Confederate troops made its way to Chickamauga, Fort Oglethorpe area to fight the big battle of Chickamauga. So here's more history about the church itself. The construction began in 1850. I'll leave a pause if you want to read, want to dig deeper in its history. Other than this era, the church has been used as an actual church until 1920, when church membership dwindled and the church was sold to a Methodist group, and in 1923 it was sold to a group of individual citizens. And in 1995, the Catoosa County Historical Society took steps to acquire it for restoration. And here's some more history. This church, organized in September 2nd, 1837, before the Cherokee Indians were removed from this area, was the first church organized by white settlers in the bounds of the present Catoosa County, according to available records. Of course, like I read in the other sign, this building of sandstone quarried nearby was erected in 1850, and the following Battle of Ringgold in November 27th of 1863 was also used as a hospital. Bloodstains are still visible on the floor. It remained as a Presbyterian church until 1920. which we just read all that in the other sign behind us. And then here's the main entrance over here. But unfortunately, it's closed today. And then we make our way back by crossing this bridge right over here. And then here's a sign right here to remember the Cherokee Indians. I will read this. In 1838, federal soldiers forced the Cherokee to march from Georgia to the Indian Territory. The area will be later known as Oklahoma. I have lived in both states, currently in Georgia, and I used to live in Oklahoma myself. Thousands died on the march, which began in the midst of a drought and continued into a harsh winter. This march would later be known as the Trail of Tears. Many Cherokee and their families from our community were forced to leave their homes and join the march. They would have traveled along the old federal road which passed by this church. This is a memorial to all of the lives that were lost on the Trail of Tears. So if you guys have been following me since season 1, I did a show at Red Clay State Park that's in Cleveland, Tennessee and Cohutta, Georgia borderline of the two states. Lots of Native American history out there. I'll actually leave a link in the description below if you guys are interested in checking out that journey. But probably one of the many areas where they asked Native Americans, the Cherokee and a lot of the families, to move out west, especially around the Oklahoma area. And being out in Oklahoma myself, when I lived there for 3.5 years, a lot of Native American history out there as well. But anyway, that's where they were asked to leave from all the families of all kinds of Native American tribes to go out west. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? So whenever you're done checking out the old church, you can also go over here and play at the park. And here's the name of the park, the Joseph T. McConnell Park. You got the rules of what you need to do. You got yourself a little track over here. Got yourself a slide. And whatever that is over there. And then there's a little communal area where you could read books and have some picnics. Decided to walk over here to get a closer look at what this building is in the middle of a park. Well, looks like we can't get inside because it's locked. But if we take a peek inside, this looks like extra storage area in here, because we've got some bags in there and some things wrapped in trash bags. And of course, place to hide in the shade and sit down. A lot like the Wren's Nest Center, you got the little free library. Take a book and read one. Then at this park, 8 laps equals a mile if you run around the park. Instead of a guardian angel looking over you, you got an owl. So if I talk to you, can you take me to Hogwarts, especially Universal Studios? Get me a butterbeer? You know, I don't remember the last time I ever slid down a slide. So, when in Rome. Well, that slide was a lot of fun to go down. I don't remember the last time I went down a slide. That was actually kind of fun. Well, friends, I'm going to go ahead and end the video, considering that we couldn't get into the church today. Maybe next time we'll come and we'll look for those bloodstains next time we're in there, and maybe there's more artifacts or anything else that we can learn that's in there. So can't wait to come back when the church is actually open and, you know, kind of do some digging around some more history, especially around here in Ringgold, Georgia. And there's a lot more to explore around here, so can't wait to explore more of Ringgold in the future. My friends, if you guys enjoyed this particular video, give this video a thumbs up. Shows that you cared and you enjoyed yourself. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. If you have a Google account, YouTube account, it's absolutely free to attend. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You know, keep you in the loop with things, of future uploads on my channel. Other than that, my friends, sayonara, and always keep your mind walking. I'll see you guys in the next video.